everyone, welcome to my channel. I am the Mystical Intuitive, and today's reading is all about what your future spouse's first impression of you will be and what your impression will be of them. So we have 3 piles. The first pile is the Garnet stone. The second pile is the white agate stone. And the third pile is the green jade stone. So pick one of these 3 piles and then I will see you at your reading. Okay, pile 1, the Garnet stone. This is your reading. We're looking at what your future spouse's first impression of you will be. And what your first impression of them is going to be. So for pile 1, what's their future spouse's first impression of them? So I'm hearing your beauty. So that's the first thing what they're going to notice. I feel like for some of you, you look younger than your age. So they might find out your age, and yeah, they thought you would be like younger. We have the 2 of Swords. We have the 3 of Swords. We have the Hanged Man. And the Strength card. Interesting. So with the 2 of Swords, you come off as a bit, like, I don't know if there's something happening, like something specific happening, but you come off as a bit, like, unsure almost, maybe a bit nervous or stressed when you will meet. Yeah. Could also be that you make them feel this way. Because we do have the Strength card, and that talks about, finding the courage within. So you might intimidate them, you might stress them out. Yeah, because we have also here the Hanged Man, and that can, sort of, talk about being, yeah, like I feel like they feel a bit like out of their element, like, yeah, they feel like, I think, scared to approach you. Because they're not taking action here with the Hanged Man, but they're trying to find the courage with the Strength card to take action. But maybe, yeah, there's something about you that makes them feel a bit intimidated. They want to talk to you. Yeah, you see here almost like these 2 animals are like fighting. I don't know if they're kangaroos or something, but yeah, they're fighting. So this energy kind of, for some of you, only, not for everyone, kind of reminds me of like the, the romantic book trope of enemies to lovers, It could be that way, But that's not what I feel for all of you. It's like a small percentage. But yeah, definitely like they feel intimidated. Scared to let you know that they like you. So the King of Wands and the 8 of Swords fell on the ground while I was shuffling. So again, this energy, they're very attracted to you with the King of Wands. Like your beauty is the first thing that stands out. But with the 8 of Swords, you make them nervous. So that's their first impression. I feel like they're wondering whether you are attracted to them, whether you like them, whether they have a chance with you. They might feel like you're a bit out of their league. Why is the 3 of Swords here? Yeah, so maybe it could be that they have gone through a breakup before you 2 will meet. And they're wondering whether they're ready to date again. So why is the 3 of Swords here? Yeah, I feel like they're definitely scared of rejection, like you're gonna break their heart. Yeah, Four of Swords. They're still healing, I feel like, from a broken heart. Yeah, Three of Swords again. They're healing. Why is the Two of Swords here? The Death card. Okay. Ten of Cups. Yeah, they might have ended in like a deep emotional connection with someone. Here with Ten of Cups. Why is the Hanged Man here? The World. Yeah, like you're this amazing person who like seems to have it all, you know, with the World card. You look very like successful. Like you look like the it girl or that girl or that boy, you know, that like sort of trope, that thing that you see on social media, like that girl. Yeah, that's what their first impression is of you. Like you're beautiful, you're successful, you're sort of out of their league. Yeah, and they feel like also with the Ten of Wands, like they know that they have to put in a lot of effort to get you. Like they can't just half-ass it with you, you know. What is the Strength card here? Chariot and Two of Cups. Yeah, I think eventually they will you know, get the courage to approach you, because we have the Chariot and the Two of Cups, because yeah, they're interested in you, so they're coming towards you. It might be that they even approach you during the first time that they meet you, but it's just in the beginning they're going to be a bit nervous, but then they find the courage. So I want to know what your first impression is of them. So what is pile one's first impression of their future spouse? Well, I don't know why I keep hearing it, but I keep hearing it. I keep hearing children, babies. I don't know if you guys will meet when you are still very young. I don't know. We have the Six of Pentacles, Ten of Cups, the Queen of Swords, and the Hermit. Got it. So it definitely makes sense why you intimidate them, because you're the Queen of Swords. You have high standards. You know what you want. You know what you won't and will tolerate. I feel like also when you will meet, you might not even notice them that much, because with the Queen of Swords, you have the Hermit card here. Like you're more so in your own world. You're focused on yourself. You might not be like in the mindset of wanting love, or in the mood of wanting love, wanting to date. I feel like you guys are waiting for your Ten of Cups, you know. You guys are not really interested in, you know, something like that's not like the one, you know. You want stability with someone, and you have no time for someone that is not giving you that is not putting in time and effort. Here with the Six of Pentacles, like you want equal give and take. So interesting that that's coming up. So it might be something that they're doing that makes you question is this person like long-term commitment, like are they serious? Or it might just be because of past experiences that you're automatically thinking such thoughts because you want to be sure. But yeah, your first impression will be is like you're gonna be assessing them. Like, is this the person I can see, you know, spending my life with, maybe perhaps marrying? And I think you are going to feel that way. Like you see potential in this person, but you're still like wanting to keep you know, you still want to be rational. You don't want to, you know, go with your emotions and then be blindsided, you know. So that's sort of your attitude towards this person. Yeah, you see potential in this person, but you're assessing them. You're being critical, like you're analyzing them, and I think you're not really gonna be that focused on this person. Like you feel like, you know, if they really want me, they will put in effort. Yeah. So why is the Queen of Swords here? For some of you, you might reject them during your first meeting. Like this person might come up to you and ask you out or something, or yeah, and you might reject them, and that's why they feel the Three of Swords. They feel a bit heartbroken or disappointed. Yeah. What's the Queen of Swords here? Why is the Queen of Swords here? The Nine of Swords. Got it. I think you're also going to be a bit nervous here with the Nine of Swords, or a bit stressed, and that unintentionally will come off as the Queen of Swords. So I think you are going to see potential with them, but it might, like, you might have like a wall up, and that's why you might push them away at first, or you try to ignore them a bit, you know. Yeah, Seven of Pentacles. I feel like for you, it takes time before you fully open up to someone. Like, you really want to get to know someone first. You're not the type of person who just jumps into things, or jumps into dating someone, or a relationship. So you want to take your time. Like, you're really assessing the situation. What is the Hermit card here? Oh, the Hermit. The Hermit clarifies the Hermit. Ace of Swords. Yeah, you are going to be in this mindset that you want to be wise. You know, the Hermit is someone who's very wise. They think before they act. Like here with the Ace of Swords is, again, you're being rational. Yeah. But I think you're eventually, and I think you might even realize this during this first meeting, it's gonna hit you, you know. I think this is like my person. You see almost like these lightning strikes, like it's just like an epiphany that you will have. It's something that they will say or do that makes you think, you know, maybe I can see this Ten of Cups with this person. Why is the Ten of Cups here? Nine of Cups. Yeah, I definitely feel like this is like your dream person. This is someone who you've always, like, this person has characteristics of a person that you've always imagined being in a relationship with. Eight of Pentacles. So this could relate to them having like sort of like, maybe you like someone who has like a good work ethic, who's very ambitious, has like a good career. Yeah, so there's something that is like, in that aspect, they're your dream person. So you do like are impressed by them, I feel like. Why is the Six of Pentacles here? We have the Three of Swords, and the Page of Swords. Yeah, again, Three of Swords talks about heartbreak, about grief. So there might have been some heartbreak or grief surrounding the Six of Pentacles energy, which is like give and take. So in the past, people might have not given as much as you did. So that's why you're in the Queen of Swords energy. You're being critical here with the Page of Swords. You're assessing. Yeah, that's like your first impression. Like you see the potential in this person. Like they do like interest you, but you're still like wanting to get to know them better. Yeah. What else? What's pile one's future spouse's impression of them? Let's go back to the future spouse's perspective. Seven of Swords. Yeah, I feel like they are going to want to get your number, or right after they met you, they're going to look you up online or send you a friend request. Seven of Cups. I feel like they cannot read you as well. Like they're not really, because the Seven of Swords is about hiding stuff. Like you're being secretive, you know. And you have your two masks, and this is the Seven of Cups, which is like illusion. Like they feel like you're like this big mystery. They can't really read you. You have like this poker face here with the Queen of Swords. Yeah. Oh, and again, just from your side, what's pile 2's first impression? Pile 1's first impression of their future spouse? Ace of Pentacles and the Moon. So it says your first date. So this might be like you meet someone online. So this might be like a first date. From someone you meet online. Yeah, I feel like definitely you're gonna see potential with this person. I mean, the Ace of Pentacles is like a new beginning in, you know, the Pentacle area, and that's all about commitment, stability. So yeah, you definitely see the potential. The Moon here. Interesting. Yeah. Let me clarify. Why is the Moon here? Why is the Moon here? Yeah, I feel like also on your side, they're gonna bring up emotions. They're gonna trigger you a bit. Trigger some old wounds. 10 of Wands. And the 3 of Pentacles. Yeah, you want this person to put in effort. And yeah. That's very important for you. And I feel like they will, like, because you're gonna see the potential in them. Yeah. Okay. Okay, let's look further into some first impressions for pile 1, their future spouse. What's their first impression of pile 1? What's pile 1's what's pile 1's future spouse's first impression of them? Okay. This one wanted to come out. Desired by a lot of people. Okay. So again, they find you very attractive. And again, there's this energy of them feeling like they're out of your league, you know, like you can have anyone. That's in their eyes. Ooh. Reliable. Interesting. Okay. What else? Just want to get some more cards, actually. I don't think there's gonna be a lot of interaction, maybe during the first meeting, but I do feel like this person thinks you're very to yourself. You might be you know, dress a bit more conservative. That's also something that they notice. I also feel like the first impression that they get of you is that you're very serious when it comes to love and dating. Like, you're not really interested in like something casual. I do think that they're going to find you very perceptive. Very smart as well. Very reliable. Yeah, you're very you have it all together, you know. When you say you're going to do something, you're going to do it. You're very reliable. So I don't know if this may be like a work setting. This could also be the case that you meet in a work setting, or another project, or something else. It doesn't have to be work, but it's like they get to see your more like work ethic. That's the thing. Like they think you have great work ethic. Yeah. What else? What's pile one's future spouse's first impression of them? Okay, Europe. You might be European. Vegan. Okay. What else? You might, yeah. What else for pile one? What's your future spouse's first impression of them? We have here, they want to have a big family. So yeah. Again, this energy of them seeing you as someone who's very serious about commitment. Old-fashioned, yeah, very old-fashioned. I feel like also in the way you dress. You might, you know, dress in like fashion eras of the past, maybe like the 50s or whatever. Or like you have like, yeah. But there's something old-fashioned about how you dress. It's very classy perhaps as well. Yeah. What else? What's pile one's future spouse's first impression of them? Very elegant. They think you're very elegant. And camping, okay. And non-conventional. So with this card that we have here, narcissistic tendencies, I'm not going to take it literally. I mean, that's a bit dramatic to take it literally. I mean, they're not going to know that from a first meeting. I think more so, you know, narcissists, they tend to be like self-absorbed or like all about themselves. And I don't think that's going to be their first impression of you. It's more so, I think, what their impression is going to be is like you're more so like you're not noticing them, like you're more so focused on what you're doing at that moment. You're not really focused on them, you're more focused on what you're doing, or maybe focused on other people, talking to other people, but you're not going to really notice them that much. Like they might watch you and wait for you to, you know, give them eye contact back, but it's not happening that much. But yeah, for some of you with the camping here, you might be also wearing like very comfy clothes, or maybe outdoor clothes, or maybe you're wearing like your sports clothes or whatever. So there's like two groups, more like one group is more wearing like a bit more old-fashioned, elegant clothes, and the other is more like laid back, maybe sportswear or whatever. But yeah, but still, yeah, and non-conventional. So there's something about you that's a bit non-conventional. Maybe you have like pink hair or something like that, or maybe you have a tattoo or a piercing, or maybe you're like a different ethnicity from them. But there's something that's non-conventional. Maybe you're the way you dress. You could wear like alternative clothes. Yeah. But yeah, the first thing that they're definitely going to notice about you is your looks. Like they're going to find you very attractive. So I want to see what your first impression is of them. So for pile one, what's their first impression of their future spouse? Always thinking of the worst. That I think you're gonna pick up that they're a bit intimidated by you, that they're nervous. Like you can see the stress in their eyes. Travels for work, okay. Yeah, for some of you have picked up, this might be that you're you might meet them doing like a vacation while you're traveling. If you're truthful, okay. So that's something that's very important for you. And again, you are someone who like doesn't jump into dating someone. You assess them, you have high standards, and you're gonna find them very truthful and yeah, stable. So this person is very stable. It might be an earth sign. Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. That's just the vibe that they're going to give off. What else? For pile 1, what's their first impression of their future spouse? Loves hiking in nature. Yeah, but the camping and hiking in nature, maybe you meet like in like some sort of group activity. Maybe you're going camping with a group of people. Maybe you have joined some sort of sports organization, or maybe it's just like with a friend group, and one of your friends brings like a friend with them, and you've never met this friend before. And yeah, so for some of you, you might be in nature. Could be at the beach or maybe hiking, I don't know. Addict, okay. Okay. The listener, yeah. So it might be that they're a good listener. Like I feel like you're gonna notice that a lot of their attention is going to be on you. Like you feel seen. Yeah. Okay, what else? For pile 1, what's their future spouse's first impression of them? They are in a relationship with you. Okay, so again, they might like the first impression of you is that you're relationship material. You have like characteristics that they want in a partner. I think you're going to feel that way as well. We have here that you haven't met the one yet, so I think they have been looking like for the one. They're in a place where, you know, they kind of feel lonely. They want to meet like the one and spend their life with that person. So that's how they feel, and then they meet you. This person is in it for the long haul. Yeah, I think they definitely see something, like they see potential in you being like their life partner. Yeah, we have here, you are scared that you will never find the one. So that's definitely on their mind. Like they're a bit bummed out that they haven't found the one. They're scared that they're never going to find someone, and then there you are. Because maybe like the people that they've met in the past, they never really saw something long term with that person. Maybe they were bored, or they just didn't have like the characteristics that they were looking for, and then they meet you and they're like, wow, okay, I actually really like this person. They're very interesting. I can see myself, you know, being long term with this person. Yeah. What else? What is pile 1's first impression of their future spouse? They have feelings for you or love you. They want to be with you but are not taking action. Okay, so maybe even though you're more focused on yourself, you can sort of tell, you know, that they like you, because we picked up earlier that you're going to feel that their attention is on you. But you're like, you want, like for you, it's like the ball is in their court. In your eyes, like they should pursue you, like you're waiting for them to take action, but you know, they're nervous, you intimidate them. The situation will change. Yeah, I feel like your first impression of them is going to like change. Like once you get to know them, like your first impression is not what you will eventually think of them. It might also be like in the first meeting, it's gonna quickly change. Like maybe in the first few minutes this is what you think a particular thing of them, and then it just changes. Like yeah, they have different spiritual / religious beliefs, so there might be some differences that you notice. Okay, we have you two will resolve the issues you have. So that brings me back to the Two of Swords energy, where you saw these two kangaroos like sort of fighting. So it might be like that you guys like bump into each other. I don't think it's like something dramatic, but there's something like some sort of tension or something in the beginning, and then it will resolve, but it's not like something big or whatever. Yeah, so interesting. So that might be why your impression changes. Okay, what else? There might be some misunderstanding or something like that. What else for pile 1? What's their future spouse's first impression of them? I like you. Yeah, they're gonna like you right away. And it says here, want to date. Yeah, they definitely want to date you. That's there from the beginning. Soulmates, yeah. This energy of you hitting them in some emotional way. Like, I don't think they've ever felt this way about someone before, or like they've never met someone like you. Like, yeah. Whoever kissed us at the bottom of the deck, I definitely want to kiss you. There's something maybe about your lips that they like. What else for pile 1? What's their future spouse's first impression of them? Baggage, not letting go, hanging on to the past. Yeah, they're still like healing from a broken heart, perhaps. Emotional intimacy. Healing relationship with self. Yeah, they're still healing from something in the past. Yeah, okay. What else? What's pile 1's future spouse first impression of them? No, you hang up. I think they're definitely going to approach you. And you guys are going to have a conversation, and they don't want the conversations to end. It's like they want to be around you longer. Or maybe if you guys are not going to talk, and you're just going to see each other from afar, it's like they don't want to leave the place that you guys are at. Yeah. We also have here taking things very seriously, a competition. So again, they might see that other people want you, and they don't want others to have you, of course. Yeah, so they're in game mode, you know. They want to fight off the competition. What else for pile 1's future spouse? What's their first impression of them? Mingle. Go to places that pique your interest. Okay, I feel like there are other people around when you guys will meet. I see a group of people. You might be standing in another part of the room, but you're mingling. They see you like talking to other people. Like, you might be extroverted. You like to... You're probably very talkative. I feel like there's also going to be a moment where you guys are going to really connect. Like, you guys are... like, I feel like one person is going to say, oh... Like, there's something like that you guys have in common. And that's going to connect you two. Yeah. Like, you're going to talk about like something that you have in common. I don't know what it is. So for pile 1, what's their first impression of their future spouse? Taking out the trash, finally dumping that loser, or cutting ties. So you might have just broken up with someone or just cut someone off. Hello, distant. Yeah, distracted. Deep in thought. Yeah, so you might be like deep in thought and you're not really noticing them. Yeah. Or it could be because they're like nervous or intimidated by you. Like, they try to play it off by being cool. And so you might not initially notice that they're into you. So what else for pile 1? What's their features? But then, like, I still feel like you're gonna still notice, like they're gonna look at you, and you're like, why does this person keep looking at me? But when you come like closer or approach them, like They're all of a sudden very calm, cool, and collected. Yeah. So for pile 1, what's their future spouse? What's pile 1's future spouse? What's pile 1's first impression of their future spouse? Paradise, happiness, expansion, joy, abundance. Yeah, they're gonna have characteristics that you like. Like there is, they have like this very joyful energy about them. They're very confident. They're successful. That's what you're gonna think of them. Happy, like they smile a lot. Okay, what else? For pile 1, what's their first impression of their future spouse? One date. Give it at least one date. So you eventually will give them like a chance. It might be if like this is your first date and you meet online. At the end of the date, you're like, okay, I wanna go out again with this person. Yeah, like your mind changes about this person. Like at the end of the meeting, you're like, they pique your interest. Like you're interested in, seeing where this goes. Personality traits, funny, great personality. Yeah, you really like their personality. Like they're very funny. Very funny and they make you, they uplift you and make you laugh. Yeah, they have a great personality for sure. Okay, let's go to the next cards. Okay, so for pile 1, what's the first impression of their future spouse? Let's see. Okay, student and damsel. Yeah, there's something also maybe perhaps that they're going to help you with. Like you're maybe in distress or something. Like they're going to offer you, it might be like a very small gesture. Maybe if you're like at a party or something, they're going to ask you, I don't know, do you want something to drink? Or maybe this is just an example. Like if you are smoking, they will offer you like a lighter or something. Yeah. What is pile 1's future spouse's impression of them? Destroyer. Yeah, like it's like you'll destroy the view that they had of love. And what I mean by that is that you were unexpected. They've never met anyone like you before. Like you're different from past experiences, and I don't think that they've ever felt again that they could see something long term with a person, but you're going to be different. Like they are going to see something long term with you. Athlete, yeah, they find you very, very strong in your personality, very strong minded. You might also be very physically fit. We have your father. There might also, for some of you, be an age difference. Yeah. You're I feel like you're very responsible again, very mature for your age. Very reliable. Yeah, you might be like an earth sign or something, or an air sign. Okay, so what else for pile 1? What's their first impression of their future spouse? This could be the one. Yeah, I feel like you're going to see potential in this person. Yeah, this could be it. Religious factors. Yeah, your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. That is something that you may be having common, so you're really gonna like that. I feel like you're just gonna connect really well with this person. Like you're gonna be compatible, or you guys have a lot of similarities. What is pile 1's future spouse's impression of them? Past life relationship. Yeah, you might have had past life relationships, and there is just going to be like a soul recognition. Finances and career. Pay attention to the red flags. And heart-to-heart conversation. Yeah, and this is like confirmation that there will likely be a conversation. They might, at the end of the meeting, just say that they like you and that they're interested in something. You might meet through work as well. And yeah, I feel like they're gonna notice that you're a bit hesitant about them. Yeah, but they're still going to find the courage to talk to you. Yeah. Okay. Last cards. So for pile 1, what's their future spouse's first impression of them? Pile 1. Lasting love. This is your true love. Yeah, lasting. I feel like in the past, they've never had like a love that they thought that would last. They never saw things working out for the long term. You know, they might have been in relationships. They might have, you know, had crushes, but I don't think they really felt like, you know, this is someone I can see myself spending the rest of my life with. And for you, it's gonna change. Like, yeah, it's like it says here, this is your true love. For you, we also have here burning desire, flames of passion ignite. Yeah, first thing definitely is like they're going to be very attracted to you. Natural evolution, let the situation unfold naturally. Okay, I think they're going to sort of approach you sideways, not directly, but it's more so like they're going to try to start a conversation with you, not outright say that they like you, you know. Benefit of the doubt. Give your relationship a chance. Maybe they want you to give them a chance, like the benefit of the doubt. Maybe like again, I think they can tell that you're a bit hesitant. You might tell them this. So, what is your first impression of your future spouse? Pile 1. Memento. A gift from someone special. Yeah, they're gonna help you or something, or they're gonna give you something. Like they're gonna do this sweet gesture, and you think it's so thoughtful, and you're really gonna appreciate that, and I think that's gonna warm you up to them. Real feelings. Yeah, I think you're also gonna feel something. Yeah. Fearless love. Yeah, I think definitely you're gonna find the courage, or you're gonna give this a chance. Manifesting the one. So you feel like maybe you've manifested this person. You definitely might think, you know, this could be the one. You might have like a journal of things that you want in a partner. And then when you meet this person, it's like, whoa, this person has like all these things that I wrote in my journal, and does it like that. So you're intuitively gonna feel like, oh my god, I manifested this person, that like this is the one. Yeah. So that's all I have for you, pile 1. I hope it resonated. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Let me know what you think. If you want a private reading from me, you can email me. My email's in the description box below. I hope to see you back again on my channel, and then you have a very nice day. Bye. Okay, pile 2, the white agate stone. This is your reading. We're looking at what your future spouse's first impression of you is going to be. We're also going to look at what your first impression of them is going to be. So for pile 2, what's their future spouse's first impression of them? I'm hearing sweet. You're very sweet. Yeah, you have a very sweet personality. You're very thoughtful, very kind. You have great manners. But yeah, you're very sweet. You come as very sweet. We have the Temperance card. And we have the 10 of Cups. I feel like you smile a lot, like they like your smile. You're very cheerful. The 8 of Swords. I also feel like they find you very agreeable. And we have the 3 of Pentacles. Yeah, but they're also gonna see that you're a bit nervous here, like, or maybe a bit self-conscious. So with the combination of sweet and a bit self-conscious, like they're probably gonna see you as a bit shy. Like you're probably not going to you're not probably going to be the one who will approach them, but you're just gonna be a bit in your own shell. Yeah, they feel like you're a bit shy. And also this woman, like she's like integrated into the stones. It's like she's like literally the definition of like a wallflower, you know? So she's like a tree or a plant stuck to like these stones. So that's what they're gonna see you, like very sweet, yeah, shy. Maybe you don't talk that much. We also have the Temperance, the 10 of Cups. So there's something about you that makes them very happy. I don't know if you, just you being nice to them makes them very happy. Temperance. I also feel like you're very patient. You don't cause like a lot of drama or whatever. And I also feel like they're gonna think you are, yeah, agreeable. Like you compromise well. You are like you are someone who works well, like in a team. Like you can work really well with others. Like you have great people skills. With the Temperance card, they might see that you're from a different culture than them. You might be, you know, different from their usual, like the people that they've usually dated. Something different about you. Why is the Temperance card here? Okay, we have the 2 of Cups and the Magician. Like I feel like they're going to feel like they manifested you here with the Magician and the 2 of Cups. Like, yeah. And the Temperance, you know, this does feel like sort of like a soulmate energy. You have these 2 dragons, they're intertwined. So they might, like for some of you, it's going to be love at first sight, like the soul recognition. Like they're gonna know instantly that they can see something long term with you. They can see themselves, you know, having this 10 of Cups with you. Why is the 10 of Cups here? The 8 of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups. Yeah, you're Queen of Cups. You might have a lot of water in your chart, maybe in your sun, moon, or rising. So Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. Yeah, you're very sweet. Very empathetic as well. That's their first impression of you as well. You're very feminine, very motherly or nurturing. And you're a hard worker. I don't know why that's coming up. Maybe you work with this person, but yeah. You're gonna think you're like a team player here with the 3 of Pentacles. Why is the 3 of Pentacles here? Page of Pentacles and the Daughter of Pentacles. Okay, so if you guys perhaps meet at work, maybe it's like your first day at your new job, because I see you a bit like sort of at like in like new territory, and you're still trying to adjust to the situation and sort of figure out what you're what you're supposed to do, and how everything like the process within the company perhaps you work for. And that's perhaps why you're in the Eight of Swords energy, or what, yeah, you're a bit nervous, you're a bit unsure. It's like you're at a new place. It's probably somewhere you haven't been before. Maybe it could be something as small as you not knowing the directions to a certain room in the building. Yeah. So yeah, so you're a bit stressed. So I want to know what your first impression is of them. So for pile 2, what's pile 2's first impression of their future spouse? For some of you, your future spouse is going to have like facial hair. And you're going to like that. We have Nine of Swords, Nine of Wands. Yeah, this man has facial hair. We have the Four of Cups. We have the Strength card. Yeah. Or is this the Chariot? Let me look. Okay, I looked and it's the Chariot. And we have the Queen of Wands. Okay, so firstly, I think with the Four of Cups, you might not, like this person might see you before you see them. I don't think you're going to notice them. So it might be that this person has seen you several times before you see them for the first time. With the Four of Cups, yeah, it's like you're not paying attention to this person. It's not because you're not interested in them. I just think this person is gonna watch you from afar for a while. It might just be one time, but it could honestly be for a couple of times. But when you first meet, I definitely feel like you're in this energy here with the Nine of Wands, where you're a bit guarded. I think you're a bit indifferent when it comes to love. Like, you can take it or leave it. I think you've healed for quite some time, but it's not like you are dying to be in a relationship when you will meet them. And so if you're like right now really wishing for a relationship, that might change, and once you meet them, like you're going to be a bit indifferent, like you've been on your own for a while. But yeah, you're a bit guarded. It's not like you're looking for love, I feel like. But your first meeting with them, when you will first see them, is like they're coming in really strong. They're coming on really strong, because this is the Chariot. Like, this person has their arrow, and this is your future spouse, and they are aiming their arrow at you, and you're gonna notice that. Like, they're coming on very strong. It's very intense. I feel like with the Queen of Wands, they're really gonna show you that they're very attracted to you. Like, you're gonna feel very attractive. And yeah, they might gonna give you compliments about your physical looks. They might flirt with you. I also feel like you are gonna see them as very attractive. And also feel like you're going to be a bit intimidated by them, because the Chariot is someone who's very ambitious, you know. They go after their goals. And it might be that there's a difference in status or something. And you're like comparing yourself to them, and you're like, oh, there's no way this person like wants me, or something like that. It's like maybe with the Queen of Wands, it's like, oh, this person could have like any person, you know. They could have like yeah. They probably have a lot of attractive people chasing them. But yeah. So there's maybe some intimidation on your part as well. Why is the Four of Cups here? We have the Nine of Wands. Again. And we have the Justice. So with the Justice card, you know, you're very neutral about this person. I don't think it's like you're gonna immediately fall for this person because you're neutral. But the Justice card, it's like Lady Liberty, she's impartial, you know. She doesn't love you, nor does she hate you. So you're gonna be, you know, just nice to this person. But I don't know if it's like if there are feelings there right away, or if it's love at first sight. I think you're gonna find them attractive. I think you're gonna find them very confident. Like I said, they're I think you're gonna find them like dominant and very very successful as well. But yeah, you're just in the place right now in your life with the Nine of Wands and the Four of Cups where you're just not really interested in dating. Maybe you've been that way all your life. Maybe you're not really the type of person who like goes out looking for like love partners. Maybe in the past, like love interests have always approached you or something like that. But yeah, that's the Queen of Wands here. Ten of Wands and a Three of Pentacles. I also feel like with the Ten of Wands, this person is going to put in a lot of effort to get you. And I think based on this energy here is that they will probably pursue you when you will first meet or when you will first see them. Like there's definitely going to be interaction. I think they are definitely going to be expressing that they're interested in you right away. And I feel like you are really flattered with the Queen of Wands here by the fact that they put so much effort into pursuing you. Yeah, it's like, but you're not going to make it easy for this person. You know, there's this mountain and you're like yeah, impressed that they are willing to climb this mountain to get to you. But yeah, I feel like you're going to be in a very, very good place when you will meet this person. Like you're very confident, you're happy, you're in love with yourself. Like you're in this mindset of I can take it or leave it when it comes to love. You have boundaries, you have a lot of self-worth, and you won't lower your standards. And you're shocked that this person is gonna, you know, jump over the fence. And the fence sort of represents your standards. Yeah. And they're gonna put in effort to pursue you. I wanna look at their side some more. So for pile 2, what's their future spouse's first impression of pile 2? Show me. I'm hearing young, like you might look younger than your age, or there's just something youthful about you. Maybe your personality. We have the Two of Wands. We have the World card. Yeah. Oh, sorry, not the World card, the Wheel of Fortune. And the Page of Wands. This person definitely, and we also have here the Four of Pentacles. This person definitely feels like you guys were destined to meet here with the Wheel of Fortune. It was like fate. There's something special about you. Like there was a reason you two met, but I don't see that you're picking that up. So for you, it might be you might need some time to see who this person is and who what they will mean to you, because they're your future spouse. But for your future spouse, they immediately know, because we have here the Two of Wands here, and it says your decision at the bottom of the deck. I feel like they will immediately make like a decision about you. Like they're not going to be unsure for a while. This is not someone who's going to be stringing you along or not knowing whether they want to pursue you. Like they know instantly. Okay, I'm interested in pursuing something with this person. They've made a decision. With the Page of Wands, they find you very attractive. Again, I feel like this person is going to flirt with you. They're going to compliment you a lot. And it's going to make you a bit shy. And I feel like they're gonna notice it, because you have here this deer, and it's like she's sort of in her protective world, you know, she's sort of retreating back, and I feel like that's how they're gonna look at you, like a deer in headlights. You're a bit hesitant to open up to them, and yeah, I feel like they're coming on a bit too strong for you. Yeah, and it's gonna make you wanna retreat almost, and I think they're gonna notice that, so they're gonna be gentle with you, I feel like. Yeah. What is the Page of Wands here? There's also something very youthful, again, very playful about you. You're very optimistic as well. What is the Page of Wands here? The King of Cups and the Devil. Okay, this is just, they're so attracted to you. There's a lot of lust here. And there's also emotions here with the King of Cups. It's not just attraction. Why is the Four of Pentacles here? The Queen of Swords, yeah, like the Queen of Swords, she's a bit aloof. So yeah, they're gonna pick up on that. But it's not gonna deter them. It's like, it's gonna make them even more determined to pursue you. Why is the Two of Wands here? Three of Cups, no, the Three of Swords. Queen of Wands. I feel like this person has gotten their heart broken, and I feel like this person might think that you can heal them, or you're like the first person that they want to take a chance on since the heartbreak. Yeah. Why is the Wheel of Fortune here? The Lovers. Look at that. Like, they're gonna know instantly. They're gonna know. Like, this is my person. And a Death card. Yeah. It's the end. It's the end for any competition. It's you. Like, there's going to be this shift, this transformation, this instant transformation. What I want to look at your side some more. Like, what is your impression of your future spouse? What's your impression of your future spouse? Show me for pile 2. This person is also going to be tall, where they might have like broad shoulders. Yeah. Like, they're going to have like a, yeah. We have the Star. Yeah, you feel like this person is a bit out of reach or out of your league. It's like, oh my God, this person would never go for me. So you're not even thinking about it, I think. Yeah, there's some star-like quality that they have. They might have some sort of fame or some sort of status, again, in the community that they live in. Yeah. We have the Eight of Cups. Interesting. Oh, the reason maybe why you're not interested or you don't see something with this person is maybe you guys live in different cities or different countries, or you know that you're not going to see this person again, so why get invested? So maybe it's like, yeah. There's something about you thinking like, oh, I'm never going to see this person again, or something like that. Seven of Swords. Insecurity. Yeah. So, and the Magician. You're also going to find this person very charming, very confident, very witty. They are a smooth talker. They know just what to say, and yeah, it's just very intimidating that they're going to put all their attention on you, and you don't know what to do with that. Yeah, there might be some insecurities that are coming up, like, yeah. Why is the Seven of Swords here? Okay, it might be that you think, oh, this person, because they are such a smooth talker, it's like, oh, this person is just, just telling me lovely words, but yeah, they're just gonna betray me. What's the Seven of Swords here? It's like you might have the inkling to run away here with the Eight of Cups. Six of Pentacles. Eight of Swords. Yeah, you're afraid that they're not going to give as much as you will. Yeah, it's like you're going safely into your cocoon here. See here, this butterfly. Okay, what else for the Eight of Cups? The Lovers. Okay, so, you know, for some of you, you might feel this, you might feel it too, that they are like your other half, but the emotions are so intense that you are going to deny them or going to run away from them. Yeah, Six of Pentacles. Again, this energy of yeah, maybe you had some issues in the past with people giving less than you gave. Yeah. What's the Magician here? Ten of Wands, Three of Pentacles. Yeah, they like I said, they are not going to stop pursuing you. And yeah, they're a smooth talker. What is the Star card here? Queen of Cups and the Queen of Wands. Okay, yeah. Again, there's this energy of you thinking, oh, this person could get anyone, you know. Why would they be interested in me? Yeah. Okay, let's look some more into your future spouse's first impression of you. Pile 2. What's their future spouse's first impression of them? Okay, I'm not going to take this. What's pile 2's future spouse's first impression of them? People pleaser. Okay, so you might come off as a bit people pleaser, and that's the energy we already picked up. Like, you're very agreeable, you go with the flow, you're very sweet and kind. Okay, doesn't get along with their family. So, you know, for some of you, you might talk about some issues you've had with your family. I don't know why that will come up, but yeah, for some of you. So what else? Open-minded. Yeah, you're very open-minded. You're not like the type of person who judges people. You're not very critical. Yeah, it's very sweet and kind. What else for pile 2? What's your future spouse's first impression of them? Okay, so you might be from Asia. Uncommon belief system. Okay, I think this energy just makes me feel like you're different. Like you're different from the people maybe in the place that you live. Okay, so we also have white lies. So I feel like this person thinks that you're not someone who, and this might not be the case at other times, it's just their first impression of you, this might not be the truth, but you're someone who might not always speak their mind. Like, if someone offers you food and you don't like it, you would just say, oh, I like it, it's good, just to not make them feel bad. It's that impression that they get from you. Like, you don't you don't really express negativity, or if you don't like something, like you go, yeah, you don't want to be like the person who's like, yeah, I think you get what I mean. Okay, what else for pile 2? What is their future spouse? What's their first impression of them, their future spouse? Pile 2. Ooh, money focus. So again, I feel like you're going to get this impression that you're not really focused on love. Focus on your career, your hobbies, your friends, family, making money. Hard worker, yeah. So they think you're an excellent, yeah, you have great work ethic. What else? Okay, so for some of you, you have lots of friends. Or you're just very friendly. If you don't, if you have more of like a smaller work group. And this card worry, a smaller friend group. And this card worrier wants to come out. So yeah, they see that you tend to be an overthinker. You worry a lot. You're a bit stressed. What else? What's pile two's future spouse first impression of them? Taurus. So Tauruses, they like defining things in life. So you might be well put together. Like you have put on some nice clothes on. Maybe you've curled your hair. Maybe you've done your hair. Maybe you've put makeup on. Like you look expensive, perhaps. Yeah. And if this is not like how you usually dress, it might be for that occasion. Like you look really well together. You know, Taurus is ruled by Venus, so you possess beauty. Okay, some cards I'm not going to take because it really doesn't apply to this subject reading. Okay, again, we have here experienced childhood trauma. So there, you might, like your family life might become a subject that you talk about. I don't know why. So moderate, political. Again, there's this energy of you being like agreeable. You go with the status quo. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Let's go into your side. So for pile 2, what's their first impression of their future spouse? What's pile 2's first impression of their future spouse? Again, I'm hearing like there's something about their build, like they're very tall or they have like broad shoulders that like really impresses you or something like that. Or their body shape. Yeah, mature. So they might be a bit older than you. And again, there's this energy of them having like achieved so much, maybe, and you're comparing yourself to them. Maybe you are in the beginning, more in the beginning years of your career. Yeah, they intimidate you a bit. Okay, from a different country. So again, this energy that we already picked up with the Eight of Cups earlier. So you might not see something with this person because you're from different countries. Dependable. I think they're going to be also very nice to you as well. They give off like this Capricorn energy, you know. This is earth sign energy. Okay, atheist. So this person could just be not, it doesn't have to be that they're an atheist, but it could be that they're just very practical, very straightforward. They are very logical, you know. They're not really, like they don't really have like a water sign energy, you know, like Pisces or something. They're not very Neptunian. They're more so Saturnian. Okay, we have reads people well. That's definitely the magician energy. Like I feel like this person has great people skills as well. And yeah, they're just going to be very confident, very smooth. And you're going to feel like they read you very well. And usually I feel like you're not really an open book. You can hide from people, but you probably are not going to be able to hide from this person. Like they're going to be able to read you and read your emotions. Like this person, yeah. Okay. What else? For pile 2. What's pile 2's first impression of their future spouse? Reads a lot of books, okay. Maybe you guys will have a conversation. I'm pretty sure you guys will. And they're just gonna be very smart and be very knowledgeable. We have Gemini. Okay, that definitely is like the magician energy again, yeah. So they're gonna be very talkative. I feel like you might be more of a listener, they're more of a talker. You might be a bit more introverted, they might be a bit more extroverted. And they're definitely gonna lead the conversation. Yeah, they're definitely like this leader. Very confident, very dominant. Yeah, this person is definitely not going to be stressed or anything, or a bit, yeah. We also have here old-fashioned, so they might dress very old-fashioned, or just very classy, or in a professional way. I don't know. Maybe they wear like a business suit or something. But yeah, they're also old-fashioned in their manners. Like this is like this person is, if they're a man, it's like a gentleman. Like they hold doors open for you, things like that. Okay, we also have here they want to have a big family, so maybe the subject of dating comes up, and they might express that they're interested in marriage and they want to have children. Or you could see yourself, you know, like this is like husband or wife material. Like this is like the type of person you want to have children with. We also have here non-conventional. I feel like this person, like your first impression of them is as well, is that this person doesn't really care what other people think of them. They do what they want, despite if they're being judged for it. Yeah, they have a mind of their own. Yeah. Okay, so for pile 2, what's their future spouse's first impression of them? Ooh, so these 2 cards wanted to pop out. So we have missed opportunity. So I wonder if they feel like nothing is going to come from the first meeting, and they feel like it's a missed opportunity, and maybe they regret not saying much more. Or yeah, they definitely have this energy of, okay, I would really like to see them again. Yeah, it feels like they're gonna just feel so great after your first meeting. Like there's this adrenaline rush, this excitement that they have of like what you two like of the opportunity to date you, basically. What else? What's pile 2's future spouse's impression of pile 2? Guarded heart. Yeah, they're going to see that you're guarded. You have this wall up. Okay, so it says here passing up options. Take time to know them. Yeah, so yeah, they might have options, but they're not really interested in those options. Like, you're the best. And they want to get to know you. Like, they're not interested in other people. That's how they're going to feel once they met you. Like, they're not interested in other people. They want to get to know you. What else? X, breakup, separation. Yeah, again, they might have gone through a breakup before they met you. The runner. Okay, they're going to see you as the runner. Like, you're running from them. Yeah. What else? Skater girl, skating along balance. Yeah, you're just agreeable. You don't want to upset the balance. Yeah. Staying in. Okay, so they're definitely going to see you as like a an introvert. You like to be by yourself. Yeah. Who's walking who? Control and power issues. Resistant. Yeah, like you're resistant to them. And you definitely have like this sort of power over them as well. Like you're going to affect them. So I want to know what your first impression is. So for pile 2, what's pile 2's first impression of their future spouse? Back together. Leaving space. Interesting. I think with this back together card is like after the meeting you're really gonna hope that you will see them again. And for some of you, you might think that you're never gonna see them again. I also feel here like with this with these two cards is like you really feel like you want to be on your own again. We picked up earlier on that on the fact that you're not really interested in love. I feel like you still want to heal some more, even though you're in a good space, because I definitely do think you're going to be in a very good headspace. But you wonder, is this the right time? Yeah, but you still hope to see them again. Okay, what else? What's pile 2's first impression of their future spouse? Love. Okay. Palm tree, stability, security. Yeah, I think, again, we had the lovers earlier, but we also had the 8 of cups. It's like you're running away from love. Like, I do think you're gonna, at the end of the meeting, I don't think it's at the beginning of the meeting, because at the beginning, I don't think you're gonna really notice that they're like maybe that this is a divine connection. But at the end, like, it's like they're gonna make an impression on you, and you're gonna keep thinking about them here with the love card. It's like, yeah. And maybe you're sort of daydreaming, oh, well, what would it be like to be with this person? What else for pile 2? What's their future spouse's? Oh, no, sorry. What's pile 2's first impression of their future spouse? Yeah, it says here island time. In your own time. It's like, yeah. You're still focusing on yourself. And you're looking closely. Yeah, you might notice that they're constantly looking at you, they're observing you. Like, you feel that their attention is on you. Yeah. Okay. What I'm also getting is like you're gonna feel like this person is so intense. Like, they might also have some Pluto energy or some Scorpio energy. So for pile 2, what's their future spouse's first impression of them? House 12, yeah, the 12th house. So that's, yeah, the 12th house person is like always someone who's in their own world. They're like, there's someone who daydreams a lot. They're full of imagination. They like to be on their own. And that's definitely the impression that they're going to have of you. Like, you're like to be on your own. Also definitely feel like they're going to feel a spiritual connection to you right away. We also have the conjunction, a union, merging and coming together. Like, yeah, they want a union with you. They're interested in pursuing something with you. What else? What's pile 2's future spouse's first impression of pile 2? I'm hearing my wife. So for some of you, this person, like, it might be love at first sight, and they're like, okay, I know I'm gonna marry this person one day and start a family with them. Venus, okay, you're very beautiful. And again, there's this Venusian energy about you, also in your appearance. Like, you're very well put together, very feminine as well, and also very agreeable. You know, Venus is somewhat like, if you have heavy Venus in your first house, for instance. You're someone who's very cordial, very agreeable, very nice, you know. So what is your first impression of your future spouse? Taurus, trust, patience, and sensuality. Okay, so you're gonna find them very sensual. Like it's just that I think this person is really gonna turn you on. Yeah, there's something like they're a very good flirter. Also with the patience card, yeah, they're gonna be very patient with you, very attentive, and that's gonna make you, yeah, trusting of this person, I feel like. And we have Saturn, you know, I said earlier, this is a very Saturnian person. You might have like a Capricorn descendant or Saturn on in the 7th house or something like that. Yeah, just think of Saturn. That's someone who's responsible, very ambitious. They have some sort of authority, mature, grounded, practical. That's your first impression. What else? And Jupiter, okay. Grow and expand. So this is person, yeah, this person just seems larger than life. I feel like they definitely have like have had a lot of success in their life. They're abundant. They have an abundant mindset. Joyful as well. They're very joyful, very optimistic, just very sure of themselves as well. They know what they want in life and they go after it. Yeah. What else? What's pile 2's future spouse's first impression of them? Milestone, okay. Hidden motivations, yeah. When I was shuffling, I heard children. So for some of you, I'm not even joking. Like this person knows, like, okay, this is the person I want to marry and have children with. Hidden motivations. So they might approach you with hidden, like with a hidden motivation to pursue you more romantically. Oh, you have your teacher. Okay, so there might be some difference in status. They have some sort of authority. If they're like, if you meet at like your job, they might be like someone like maybe a manager or your boss or whatever. But there's, yeah, it's like there's a power imbalance here. Yeah. Okay, what is your first impression of your future spouse? Deserving. Yeah, there's definitely, you wonder whether you're good enough for this person. Great gratitude. And status quo. Yeah, they're very traditional as well. And again, they just have like a very optimistic personality. Yeah. And they come off as very confident as well. What else? What is actually, I'm gonna do this one first. What is pile 2's future husband's first impression of pile 2? Benefit of the doubt. Give your relationship a chance. Yeah, they want you to give them a chance. Like they see that you're doubting. You have your tease. Okay, so they find you a tease, perhaps. Very attractive. Like they're in this flirty mood. I'm gonna get closer to you. Friendly support, yeah. They're definitely gonna, there's something where they're gonna be very nice to you. And maybe this person is not gonna be that way with other people, but with you, they're gonna be extra nice as well. And you're gonna notice that. We have your psychic connection, okay? So they feel something. They feel something, like a spiritual connection with you. What is your impression of your future spouse? Freedom, healthy space and room to breathe. So that's how they are going to make you feel. Like, this person is intense, and like you're like, okay, I need my space. Okay, I need some room to breathe. Like that was so intense. Like you're gonna stir up some emotions and feelings in you, and you're just gonna try to run away from it. With healing connection, your romance will transform your life. Yeah, I feel like you're still a bit healing. Soulmate. Yeah, for some of you, I do think you're gonna sort of intuitively feel like, okay, this might be like the one or my soulmate or whatever. But again, you're gonna try to run away. Love language, gift giving. So they might give you something or help you something. Or help you with something. Yeah. Okay. And then the last cards. So for pile 2, what's their future spouse's first impression of them? What's pile 2's future spouse's first impression of them? Honeymoon, enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. Romantic feelings, yeah, they're gonna have feelings for you. And they're gonna be interested in pursuing you romantically. Release your ex, okay. So I feel like they definitely had a past relationship that was so heartbreaking. And I feel like they're ready to move on and pursue you. I don't think they have like feelings for their exes, more so they probably have been a bit hesitant to get into the dating game again, and you're like, and when they will meet you, it's like, okay, I'm ready to date again, you know? Heart-to-heart conversations, yeah, they're definitely gonna want to talk to you. They're definitely gonna start up a conversation. I think they're just gonna come up to you. Why is the honeymoon card here? What's the honeymoon card here? Nine of Swords and 7 of Wands. I feel like they're afraid that you're going to get away, because this card always reminds me of the 6 of Swords, which is about someone who's traveling away, you know, from something. So it's like they're a bit fearful that you're going to slip through their fingers, or they're not going to be able to break your walls down. What is your first impression of your future spouse? What's pile 2's first impression of their future spouse? Religious factors, okay. Chemistry. Yeah, there's gonna be this magnetic attraction, and it's gonna be a bit too much for you. Attraction, yeah, look at that. You're going to be very attracted to this person. Yeah. They're very, yeah. Reconciliation. Again, I think you're going to hope that you're going to see this person again. Or you might have some, yeah, intuitive feeling like, okay, I'm probably going to meet this person again. Okay, that's all I have for you, pile. Wait, actually, I forget a message with these religious factors. They might, you might see them as like different from you. Yeah, okay, that's all I have for you, pile 2. I hope it resonated. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Let me know what you think of the reading. If you want a personal reading from me, my email's in the description box below. You can email me. I hope to see you back again on my channel. That you have a very nice day. Bye. Okay, pile 3, the green jade stone. This is your reading. We're looking at who your no, what your future spouse's first impression of you will be, and also what your impression of them is going to be. So for pile 3, what's the future spouse's first impression of them? King of Wands. Okay, so they're very much attracted to you. We have the Knight of Pentacles. I also feel like they feel like you're very independent. And we have the Seven of Wands. Okay. We have the Five of Cups. And the Ace of Wands. Again, heavy, heavy, heavy attraction here with the King of Wands. The Ace of Wands, you are physically their type. I feel like they maybe like your backside and your breasts as well, if you are a woman. I feel like also there's this need for them to touch you or something, like they want to give you a hug or something. I feel like you also smell very great. But I'm also seeing that they find you hard to get. Like, you see here this girl, she's sort of like rejecting this man who's offering something to her. Yeah, she's not really paying attention to him. Also with the Seven of Wands, that's also this energy of having your defenses up. And Nine of Pentacles is all about being single, being free, being happy on your own. So that's the energy that you give off. Like, you're not really looking for someone. You like being on your own. Yeah, they wonder whether you are interested in them. Maybe perhaps it's just a fear in their mind. Yeah. Also with the Nine of Pentacles, they think you're very like you've got your life all like sorted out. You're very stable in a lot of aspects in your life. Like, you've got your own finances. Like, you don't need anyone to take care of you. You're very independent. You maybe are a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. There's just this passion, like you exude passion. I feel also they feel a lot of chemistry with you. There's also a lot of tension when it comes to the physical intimacy part of this connection that they feel. Yeah. It might be that you've just got fresh out of a relationship, because with the Five of Cups you're still maybe grieving or a bit sad of the loss of that relationship. Yeah, let's clarify the Five of Cups. The Five of Pentacles, okay. And the Ten of Wands. Again, this energy of them wondering whether they're good enough. They are going to want to put effort or hard work in pursuing you, but they wonder whether it's going to be good enough. Yeah. That's the Seven of Wands here. But I feel like they're not going to give up on you. Like, you're going to be persistent. Yeah. You have the Hierophant. It's like, with the Nine of Cups. Like, they're going to be very persistent because, you know, they might know that they want to marry you. For some of you. Not for all of you, but for some of you it might be like love at first sight, or this, they know that you're going to be their future spouse. Yeah, like you're like a wish fulfillment, and they're going to be very persistent in pursuing you. They're not going to give up, even if you reject them. Now, for some of you, you're going to reject them. Yeah, we have the Daughter of Wands again. You're just so attractive to them, and the Queen of Swords, but you might reject them. They're gonna be a bit obsessed with you, I feel like. Yeah, they might like watch you for a while. I don't think this person is gonna really approach you necessarily when they first meet you, when they first see you. I think, yeah. So why is the King of Wands here? The Page of Wands and the Ace of Swords, yeah. So there might be a lot of flirting through texts as well in the beginning. Yeah, but yeah, you're very attractive. So let me look for pile 3. What's pile 3's first impression of their future spouse? We have the King of Pentacles. Okay, so they come off as very successful, stable relationship material, very grounded. They may be, yeah. If you also the Eight of Cups, it's like, you see here, this guy, he wants this woman, but she's sort of rejecting him, almost. I think you're not really sure about this person in the beginning. We also have here this woman who's like sort of hiding from him almost. Like, yeah, you might not be so sure with this person. I think this is more something that's slowly going to build up. Yeah, we also have the Eight of Wands. I feel like you're also going to be very attracted to this person. You're also going to notice that they're very attracted to you. I mean, if you're the Knight of Pentacles, yeah, see, it's like he's offering her, and she's not. He's offering her this life, and she's not really sure. Yeah, so you might need some time. I think you want to take things slow, and they might want to take things a bit faster. And we have the Seven of Swords. Yeah, you're not really sure if you can trust this person yet. Why is the Seven of Swords here? The Ace of Cups, Page of Wands, yeah, Ace of Swords. So I do think you're definitely gonna, like this person here with the Ace of Cups. There are some emotions that's going to be stirred. Like, you're definitely, like, they pique your interest. You find them very attractive, but I feel like you want to get to know them first before you invest anything in this. Why is the Knight of Pentacles here? I also feel like you're going to see them as very financially stable, very successful. They might wear like expensive clothes or just very professional clothes as well. Yeah, but I feel like, yeah, you're someone who like wants to take the time to know someone before you like jump in. I think with the Knight of Pentacles, you do see the potential for something long term with this person. Like, you have qualities that you like in someone long term. Why is it the Eight of Wands here? Nine of Swords, the Six of Cups, and the King of Wands. Again, with the King of Wands and the Eight of Wands, there's just a lot of attraction. I feel like Eight of Wands is also very quick energy, and them going at a fast pace or coming on maybe a bit too strong is definitely gonna make you feel a bit stressed or something. Like, you want to take things slow. Why is the Eight of Cups here? They also might flirt with you, and it's gonna make you a bit like shy, because this girl, she's sort of hiding behind the pillar, so they might make you a bit shy. Where's the Eight of Cups here? the the Six of Wands, and the King of Swords. I think you're also going to see them as very confident, very sure of themselves. Not a lot phases this person. Yeah, because, yeah. They're very dominant as well. And again, I feel like this is going to be a bit of a slow burner. Like, yeah, why is the King of Pentacles here? The Hanged Man, the Star, and the Page of Pentacles, or the Daughter of Pentacles. Yeah. You might also feel like, oh, this person might be a bit too good to be true. You don't know whether you can trust it. Yeah. Because they do come up as very, like, is commitment material. But it might be because in the past with the Seven of Swords, someone like maybe cheated on you or constantly lied to you. Like you sort of second guess everything. Or you just need to get to know someone really well before you trust them. It also, with the Eight of Cups, you might feel like you're not sure whether you're going to see this person again. I feel like this is a very quick meeting with the Eight of Wands as well. And there is a part of you that's like, okay, I wish I could have been around them a bit longer. So let's go back to your future spouse. What's pile 3's future spouse first impression of them? Ooh. Queen of Wands and the Hierophant wants to come out. So yeah, very attractive, but also commitment material. Judgment. I think they have like this epiphany almost about you. Like, okay. Yeah, Two of Wands. I feel like they definitely want to date you, spend time with you. Yeah, that's their first impression. It's like, okay, I want to get to know this person a bit more. You have Six of Swords. Okay. And the Four of Pentacles. Yeah, they might have will study you or observe you for some time. Like, I don't think they're gonna pursue you right away. And again, I feel like, yeah, you are definitely intimidating to this person. They are definitely scared to be judged by you, like to do something wrong. Like you make them self-conscious, like they don't want to turn you off or embarrass themselves in front of you. Very attractive. They find you very attractive. It comes up again. You might instill some jealousy, like they're wondering if you are already dating someone, if you're seeing other people, and yeah, that's not a thought that they like. Where's the Six of Swords here? Two of Wands and the Ace of Cups. Yeah, I feel like they're healing from something. And they're in a new phase of their life here with the Two of Wands, and they're ready for new love. So they see you as like a new beginning, a change for the better in their life. So what is pile 3's first impression of their future spouse? Let's go back to you. Two of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like you might not notice them in the beginning. Yeah. Ten of Wands. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of attraction from your side as well. This might start off casual. For some of you, not all of you. We have the Magician. We have the Five of Pentacles. So they're very charming, very magnetic, very witty. The Magician here. They're talkative, they're a good conversationalist. But I do think here with the Five of Pentacles is that you're going to pick up on their insecurities a bit. Like they might be a bit self-depreciative or very critical of themselves. Yeah. Okay, let's clarify the Two of Pentacles. What is the Two of Pentacles here? The Lovers. Nine of Pentacles. Yeah. I feel like you're just in a mindset of I want to be single until I meet the one. And I said earlier that it might start off casual, so that's a bit of a contradiction, but I feel like for some of you it is still gonna start off a bit casual because there's just a lot of attraction between the both of you, and you like can resist this person. Yeah, but yeah, you're looking for something serious perhaps for some of you. Why is it Ten of Wands here? He's also, or this person also gives you the impression of being like a hard worker, maybe a bit of a workaholic. They're very much focused on their money. What else for the Ten of Wands? Yeah, you're sick of like the Seven of Swords energy, of betrayal, of lies. Like you want a true, deep, emotional connection with someone. Why is the Magician? Yeah, so I feel like with the Magician you might not know if you can trust this person, whether they're playing tricks. Yeah, you're very protective over your of your heart, your time, your energy, your body. It's the Five of Pentacles here. He is a Cups and the Hierophant. Yeah, so this person you know, is gonna trigger these old wounds in you, I think, and you're really going to have to think whether you wanna take a chance on dating again, or a new person, or on a relationship. But of course this is your future spouse, so you're gonna take that chance. Okay, let's go to the next card. So for pile 3, what's their future spouse's first impression of them? I feel like for some of you, you might wear like a jewelry with a religious symbol or a spiritual symbol, or you might have like a tattoo of that. And they're really gonna like that. For pile 3, what's their future spouse's first impression of them? Wants to spend a lot of time together. Okay. Yeah, again, this energy of they want to spend time with you, they want to get to know you. They're interested in dating you. It's not just like attraction. For most of you, we have here from a different country, so there's differences in ethnicity or races or something like that, or you're from a different country, maybe you meet online, or just like, yeah, you have a different background. So what else for pile 3? What's their future spouse's first impression of them? Yeah, you're deep. So you're very emotionally mature as well, very emotionally intelligent. You're very deep. You're not really superficial. Yeah. You have Leo, so you might be a fire sign. Yeah. Christian, yeah. There's this heavy religious energy or spiritual energy. Like you probably have some sort of faith. Yeah. What else? Let's pile please future spouse's first impression of them. For some of you, you could meet at church or something, or another religious establishment. We have here upper class. Yeah, I feel like you when you will meet this person, you will have your finances in order. You're very financially independent, very financially stable. So if you feel like you're not that way right now, it's going to be that way when you will meet them. We have determinate. So you're very determined. I feel like you're also very ambitious. You have a lot of goals you have that you want to achieve. You go after them. You have a lot of projects going on. Yeah. You definitely have like a lot of fire sign in you, fire energy in you, and also a lot of masculine energy. Like you're very, yeah, proactive and a go-getter. We also have here love language, words of affirmation. Okay. And play sport. Okay, so you might be, you look fit. You might look athletic. You might have some sort of sportswear on that day. Also, I feel like you're a good conversationalist. You're very good with your words. They might love your voice as well. What else? What's pile 3's future spouse first impression of them? Understanding. So you might be understanding. And self-reliant, self-sufficient. Yeah, again, you're very independent. You just give that energy off. We have loves hiking in nature. Like you look like you work out a lot, or you're very active. Maybe, again, you have a lot of projects going on. You're very busy, intelligent as well. Let's look at your first impression of your future spouse. So what is pile 3's first impression of their future spouse? Insecure, yeah. Yeah, you're going to see that you intimidate them. Yeah, you're going to pick up on the insecurities. Busy, yeah, definitely a workaholic. They have a lot going on in their life, so they have that in common with you. They're very calm as well. Okay, I'm not going to take this because this really isn't really applicable to this subject. What else? For pile 3, what's pile 3's first impression of their future spouse? Fatherly, okay. So yeah. They have this earth sign energy to them. Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo. Yeah. I feel like you guys have a lot in common in personality and characteristics. Funny, so this person is very funny, very charming as well. Self-critical, self-depreciative. Yes, we picked up on that earlier. So they might make a lot of negative comments about themselves. Yeah. Financially responsible. Yes. Like they're just gonna give that off. That energy, like they've got their finances in order. What else? For pile 3, how do they see what's the first impression of their future spouse? Has not dated anyone in a while. Okay. Listener. Money focused, yeah. They're focused on their money. They probably haven't dated in a while. And just focused on their career. They're a good listener as well. Like, you might be very talkative. I feel like this person is also talkative, but they can listen as well. Yeah. So when you have your first conversation, it's just gonna be very smooth. But I don't know if you guys will have a conversation or a long conversation when you will first meet. I feel like it's a very brief meeting. Yeah. Okay, let's go to the next card. So for pile 3, what's their future spouse's first impression of them? Frigid. I'm really drawn to the situation needs time to thaw. So you need some time to sort of warm up to this person. You might, yeah, that's the energy. Like, I feel like your first impression is going to be like, you're going to see the potential in them, something long term. You're going to, like, you're going to find them attractive. They're going to have characteristics of someone you would want to date or be in a relationship with. But there's something, and I think it's because of past experiences, where it's just going to take time for you to sort of warm up to this person, to trust this person. Yeah. No, actually. Sunshine gives good vibes. Yeah. So think of at the end of the meeting, you're more so tilted towards the judgment that they're trustworthy, you know. That's gonna be like that energy, like is gonna overpower maybe the distrustful side of you. What's their first impression? What's their first impression of you? I also feel like they're gonna find you very very playful. I feel like they love your smile as well. Like your sunshine. I mean, you have this like this Leo-like energy. You don't have to be Leo, but yeah, you're very vibrant, vivacious. Just when you walk into the room, you glow. Yeah. Yeah, we have here just so done. You're mentally tapped out. Yeah, you're emotionally spent. Just from past experiences. What's your first impression of them? Okay. We have here the other, an admirer from afar. So I feel like you're going to notice them admiring you. You're going to have some sort of intuitive feeling that they like you. What else? What's your first impression of them? I like you. Okay, so again, there is this part of you that likes them, but yeah, you're just a bit hesitant. Heartbroken. Yeah, because you're heartbroken. What else for pile 3? What's your first impression of your future spouse? Dragonfly, lighthearted, be lighthearted, finding out things coming to light. Yeah. Karmic relationship. Fleeting triggers, turmoil, resentment, lessons, letting go, and loving you. Yeah, you might have been through some karmic relationships, and dating again is going to trigger you, because I feel like you've been single for a while. Yeah. Okay, so for pile 3, what's their future spouse's first impression of them? Very soon. Soulmate. Yeah. So for some of you, it's going to be like, there's going to be a soul recognition. Wedding. Okay, wow. So they see you as marriage material, perhaps. What else? What's their first impression of you? I feel like for some of you, you're going to meet this person very soon, or they gonna know right away that you're their soulmate, or they want to marry you. It might not be the first meeting, but it's very soon, very early on. Keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. Yeah, so you're different from perhaps the people they've dated in the past. And honeymoon. Yeah, I feel like this person is gonna have a big crush on you. What else for pile 3? What does pile 3's impression? What is pile 3's first impression of their future spouse? Let's see your side. Playfulness, yeah. You guys are gonna tease each other, like be playful. Stay optimistic about your love life, okay? Even though you've been hurt, you are a bit hesitant. I feel like this person, this person is gonna bring up your hopes. You might have had no hope when it comes to love. And I feel like after you meet this person, you're gonna feel like, okay, maybe this turns into something. Past life relationship, okay, this might be also some soul recognition from your part. And deception, yeah. You've been deceived in the past. And you don't know if you can trust this person. You have some trust issues. Yeah. So let's look further. So for pile 3, what's their future spouse's first impression of them? The loving woman, yeah. That's how they're going to see you, as very sweet, very kind, but very strong as well. Like, you don't let people walk all over you. They definitely see you as like a love interest. Someone they want to date, someone they want to get to know. Optimism, yeah, you have this light to you, like this vibrancy. Like, they just can tell that you enjoy life and that you're so happy on your own. You don't need anyone else, and they love that. They love that confidence. Commitment, yeah. They might want commitment with you very early on, or they know during the first meeting. What's your first impression of them going to be? Family, okay, yeah. Marriage material, someone you can make a family with. That's your first impression. Milestone, yeah. Kindred partnership. So again, I feel like you're gonna notice that you have a lot in common. You've went through the same things. I also feel like you're gonna see them as very successful. Yeah. What else? For pile 3, what's their first actually, I'm gonna do this one first. What's pile 3's future husband's first impression of them? Mars, yeah, you definitely have this Mars energy. You're very, yeah, you have masculine energy in you. You are a fighter. You go after your goals. We have conjunction, a union, merging, coming together. Yeah, so they might want union with you, commitment. Taurus, yeah, Taurus is ruled by Venus. So again, they find you very beautiful, very sensual as well. You might put in a lot of effort in your looks, you know. You're well put together. So what's your first impression of them? Cardinal. Okay, so yeah, just someone who's very a go-getter as well, ambitious. You have the same goals in life. Like you might imagine being like a power couple with this person. Capricorn, yeah, very Capricornian. Ambitious. They're just, that's the energy that they give off. Ambitious, realistic as well. South Node. Yeah. I feel like once you start, like, this person is going to be like a catalyst to you releasing your past, like your past hurt that you've acquired in past relationships. And you have Uranus, yeah, radically changed. So the meeting is going to go very fast. Like, yeah, Uranus is a very fast planet. It's very sudden, very shocking. You're not going to see coming. Yeah, this person is also someone who's very eccentric, perhaps. They don't care what other people think. There's something unique about them. Maybe they're different from you. Maybe there's something about their style that's unique or alternative. Yeah, there's something different about them. They strike you, and you're going to be very attracted to them. So for pile 3, what's your future spouse's first impression of them? Self-love, rekindle, open your heart, workplace romance. So for some of you, the reason why you might not wait. Like the reason why you might not trust this person is that you've been perhaps on and off with someone, like a past partner, here with this rekindle part. And yeah, it's just giving you some wounds. I also feel like this person wants you to open your heart to them. Like they wish that you would give them a chance they wish that you would notice them. If you're workplace romance, so you might meet at work. Or they're going to see you as someone who's very ambitious, very focused on their work, someone who loves themselves, who's just very confident. I think we've already touched upon all these things. Yeah. So what does pile 3? What's pile 3's first impression of their future spouse? Psychic connection, okay. Love language, gift given, and guided steps to great love. Let me clarify. I feel like, yeah, with the psychic connection, and it says here your communication goes beyond mere words. Like there's just going to be this like you're going to connect really well. You're going to have a lot in common. Yeah, it's like you feel connected to them on yeah. Yeah, there's just gonna be like these coincidences that you think, like how does this person know? Like for instance, if you are at a party or something and you meet them there, and they out of themselves order your favorite drink, and it's like, oh my god, how do they know that this is my favorite drink? There's gonna be these weird coincidences that are going to make you think that okay, there's more to this person. There's something here. And also again, I'm very drawn to this man's smile, so they might really love your smile. I feel like they're also very giving, very, very sweet as well, very kind to you. And I feel like You feel that this person is like a step up from the previous people you dated. Yeah. Okay, that's all I have for you, pile 3. I hope it resonated. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Let me know what you think of the reading. If you want a private reading from me, you can email me. My email's in the description box below. I hope to see you back again on my channel and that you have a very nice day. Bye.